ask for a report regarding the speeds on Richardson Drive. Second by Councilor Scott. Question? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. We have a 10.1 is the fire board minutes, July 11th. Councilor Cook.
I would move that, as he's noted that Ken McRae is now the chair of the fire board, and take over for
Move that we receive those minutes. Councilor Scott, second that. Councilor Wamsley.
I guess the second part of that, there was a recommendation from the fire board that staff prepare a report on the banning and sale use of flying lanterns. So I guess when we get accept these minutes, I'll make that motion to direct staff.
We should
Right.
receive the minutes, and then if there's any recommendations in those minutes, it should be done by our report. Make the recommendation. By receiving the minutes, we don't approve all the recommendations in the minutes. Just to clarify that, when we receive minutes, there's a recommendation from a board or committee. Doesn't necessarily mean that we accepted the recommendation.
And I'll do the motion on that.
Okay. All in favor of the minutes? Carried.
Now, Mr. Mayor, I'll move the recommendation of the fire board that we ask staff to prepare a report on banning the sale and use of flying lanterns within the municipality. And further, that we recommend the council support the office of the fire marshal in its efforts to inform fire department members of the committee about the potential fire hazards associated with flying lanterns.
Second by Councilor Slots. Questions on that? Yes. We're asking for a report, so that's all. I'm not. If I can tell I guess I not support banning the sale of flying lanterns within our municipality. I think that there's a problem down the road.
Mr. Mayor, you're not giving the report, are you?
No, I'm not giving a report.
I did in the report too. I'm wondering it would be helpful as staff if you could indicate maybe how many vendors are actually selling these things and maybe the amount of sales, and, because it is a concern. We're actually hearing, I think it was you, council member, who said they're actually coming over from Michigan, and heading towards Sarnia, the auto refineries.
So we'll
Yeah, you guys would be subject to take off, maybe go up to 10 or call or something. You don't need where you're going to something. You just do what you do.
We'll motion is for a report. All in favor of that? That's carried. Thank you. 10.2, the minutes of the Accessibility Committee. Councilor Scott. Move to receive those. Second by Councilor Underwood. Any questions? All in favor of that? Carried. Thank you. Is there any recommendations from Ryan? Okay. 10.3, Armstrong East Committee meeting. Councilor Scott, move to accept that report. Second by Councilor Lonsdale. Any questions regarding that? All in favor of that? That's carried. I believe there is a report further down in the agenda to deal with the recommendations from that.
So the recommendations later on.
It's later on in the agenda. Planning report 35. This is our council information regarding the subdivision approval process. Council Cook.
Receive with thanks for
Received with thanks. Second by Councilor Underwood. Questions regarding that? No questions? All in favor of that? Carried. Planning report 36. This is a Wellington Parkland lot, and there's a recommendation in there on that report dealing with the walkway system. Landscape. Councilor Underwood. Move the recommendation. Councilor Cook. Seconded. Questions regarding that recommendation? All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Report 37, regarding regional electricity planning process and large energy infrastructure cycle. This is for council information. Councilor Scott. Move to receive for information. Seconded. Councilor Cook. Questions regarding that? All in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 10.7, JD's exemption request. This is asking for council direction. Councilor Bonner.
Well, I think we're going to have to have a little discussion on some of the bullets here, because I understand the liquor license requirements. I get that. I get the rental fee, and I think we were going to maybe talk about that because of the lateness of the season. And the encroachment agreement, I get that. My issue is with the cash in lieu. So, should we have a discussion first and then make the motion? Maybe unconventional, but I'm going to make the motion. Well, the motion I would make is that bullets 1 and 2 in the report be part of the agreement, that bullet 3 be prorated to reflect the time that the actual sidewalk patio will be in effect, given the lateness of the season, and 4, that the cash in lieu be waived for the reasons I'm about to give.
Seconded. Okay. Any discussion on the motion?
The rental fee to me is fairly straightforward. This never would have happened had JD's not had a delegation like this. So because of the lateness, I mean, the delegation was July 4, here we are August 1st, we're still not ready to go for whatever reason. So I don't think it's fair. We've asked for the pilot project. It makes perfect sense, but I think to charge them a full year for rental of the sidewalk is a little unreasonable. But the last one, the cash in, I want to make it really clear. When JD's started this sidewalk cafe as an experiment, it was, I believe, in 97 or 98. According to what I have from the planner, the Village of Grand Bend did not introduce a cash in lieu policy until 1999. So JD's was operating from, we'll say, 97, 98, right up to 2009. They had a 12-year precedent-setting accepted practice, and for whatever reason, either we can't find it on the record, or we don't know whether the cash in lieu policy was grandfathered to these gentlemen, or whether they paid it, or whether the ball was dropped with amalgamation. We don't know. I really don't care. I'm not here to play the blame game. What I'm saying is the rationale for this to suggest that we have a policy that says you pay cash in lieu when you add on to the square footage of your restaurant does not apply here. The municipality put in the moratorium in 2009, not JD. JD never asked that there be service be interrupted. We did. They are now simply asking that their service be resumed. And we have said, yes, it should be resumed as a pilot project, and we'll see if sidewalk cafes are feasible in the north end and perhaps the rest of Lambton Shore. To turn around now and say, well, it's our policy because you're going to use so much of our public property sidewalk, now you owe us for cash in lieu. When these guys have been doing it for 12 years and we have no records to the contrary that they didn't pay or that it wasn't grandfathered, to me is absurd. So that's why I cannot support this cash in lieu, and to me the thinking on it is just absolutely wild.
Strike that comment back on the record.
Which comment?
Being not there.
That's my opinion. The logic, the logic to it to me is obvious. She's upholding our policy. I'm not disputing the policy. I'm disputing the use of the policy in this particular case. This is not a new sidewalk cafe. It's a resumption of a 12-year practice.
Councilor Wire.
I support the idea of prorating